Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. You ever wanted to live in another universe? In another world? Same. More specifically, an anime world. But just living there as a normal person, I don't know. May as well just stay here, right? You'd be more in danger in an anime world as a normal person. That's not why we're here, though. If I'm stepping into these worlds, I want cursed energy. I want chakra. I want devil fruits. I want all of it. So today, we're going over the top 5 universes, anime universes, I would want to live in. But not just for the aesthetic, for the whole package. The power, the potential, the training, from birth to living life. And yes, even the danger. Because each of these worlds come with their own set of massive risks. Now, let's get into it. Number 5. So starting at number 5, we got Bleach. Yeah. The world of Bleach is one of the coolest mixes of spiritual warfare and raw style. Being part of the Soul Society, having a Zanpakuto that's literally your soul turned into a weapon, and unlocking Bankai? Come on. And the best part is, like Ichigo, you could be a hybrid. Human with spiritual powers, fighting hollows, jumping through dimensions, repping your own style. Of course, the drawback is the enemies in Bleach aren't exactly weak. One day you're chilling in Karakura Town, and the next day you're fighting a hollow that eats cities. Basically, if you don't train, you're done for. Still, imagine having your own Zanpakuto. Yeah, walking through the streets of the Soul Society like a captain. That's worth it. Number 4. Hear me out. SAO might have started rough with the whole die in the game, die in real life thing, but the world building since has been crazy. Imagine living in a future where full dive VR exists. You could literally experience the worlds with your mind. Full stats, skills, gear, builds. You become the protagonist of your own MMO. And with the whole Fluctlight technology and AIs that develop human consciousness, of course that's later in the series, the tech is next level. This universe is basically sci-fi wish fulfillment. The downside, well, we know if you've watched SAO, if we're starting an Aincrad, you might die for real. And even post-SAO, some of the digital worlds are still intense. And then, of course, you have the augmented reality, which is also really sick. But as someone who grew up gaming, living in a world where I can become a beast swordsman and clear dungeons with a squad, sign me up. Number 3. At number 3, it's time to set sail. One Piece. Look, the world of One Piece is massive, full of islands, wild cultures, ancient mysteries. And let's be honest, I just want a devil fruit. There's something so appealing about getting a totally random power. It could be fire, shadow, gravity, something completely weird or useless, but you could still make it your own thing. Add that to the spirit of freedom, pirates living by their own rules, and the potential to travel a massive, beautiful world with a loyal crew. It's pure adventure. My specific downside for this, and of course there's other downsides, the ocean is terrifying. Sea kings are monsters. If you eat a devil fruit, you lose the ability to swim, which kind of sucks when your entire world is a whole lot of water. Still, it's One Piece. And even though I haven't watched the whole thing, I'm still trying to get into it. The risk feels worth it. Number 2. Alright. Coming in strong at number 2, we got Jujutsu Kaisen. This universe is raw, modern, and honestly, kinda terrifying. But the power system? Chef's kiss. Cursed energy, domain expansions, personal techniques. It's so specific to the individual, and you can really get creative with your powers. Being a student at Jujutsu High would be wild. Plus, the fits are clean and the culture is gritty but cool. Of course, if you get Sukuna's fingers, you might have a hard time dealing with a few things. But your job is basically ghost busting. Everything wants to kill you, and even strong sorcerers can die in an instant. Still, if I can unlock my own cursed energy technique and go toe-to-toe with some of the nastiest spirits, that's a challenge I'd take. And ladies and gentlemen, at number 1, we've got Naruto. The Naruto universe, such a beautiful thing. Whether you're born into the Leaf Village, sand, mist, whatever. You grow up learning chakra control, ninjutsu, taijutsu, and maybe even unlock a Kekkei Genkai, if you're lucky. This world has everything. The elemental powers, forbidden techniques, summoning animals, transformations. If you train hard enough, you can become insanely powerful. Of course, there's some downsides here as well. The early years might be rough if you're born with a tailed beast inside of you. Yeah, good luck. And the ninja world isn't exactly peaceful. War is just a scroll away. And then there's the whole overarching Otsutsuki issue. But despite all of that, this is the world where you go all in. From childhood to adulthood, the Naruto universe lets you grow, evolve, and become something legendary. And honestly, I'd take that chance in a heartbeat. Now let's be real. There's definitely more than 5 universes I'd live in. So I'm throwing in some honorable mentions. Maybe you can dig it. My first honorable mention, Pokemon. Yes, this isn't your typical action anime, some crazy whatever, right? But who doesn't want to travel the world, catching monsters and living the chillest life possible? I mean, if I had to be an average person in any of these worlds, I would definitely choose Pokemon. Seems like the safest anime. You still have a chance to catch a Pokemon, right? Second honorable mention, Dragon Ball Z. I mean, who wouldn't want to go Super Saiyan, right? Instant transmission, Kamehameha. But unless you're born a Saiyan and survive a whole bunch of apocalypse events and, you become good, you're pretty much totally toast. I mean, the Earthlings die over, well, a bunch. Yes, they come back, but yeah, I don't know. Fairy Tail, the next honorable mention. The magic system is just too fun to ignore. Imagine having Dragon Slayer magic and being part of a guild that feels more like a family. Yes, the world is a bit chaotic in other places, but it's got heart. It's got soul. And ladies and gentlemen, those are the anime universes I would live in. Now, yes, a bunch of places have magic or their own systems of energy. These are just the ones that I like. These are my top 5 anime universes I would live in. Powers and all. But let me tell you something. If you subscribe, you're a legend. It's true. Also, please comment down in the comment section which universe you would live in. Doesn't have to be mine, but if it is, hey, we'll be friends. Ladies, gentlemen, thank you for 500 subscribers. And now we are on our road to 1,000, which, when we reach 1,000, I will come out with a very good video. It'll be a fun one. So if we get there, just know you're in for some good stuff. Anyway, Monday, we're doing a live stream for gaming. Wednesdays are going to be something a little different, but not always. And then Fridays, the typical anime video. All right, I'll catch you. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Woo!